Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today in this video, we are going to create this beautiful logo animation in After Effects. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. So we'll start by creating a new composition. Now we'll add a white background. To do that, we'll create a new solid layer. Now make sure the color is white. Okay. Now we'll add our text. So here I'll just type zoom and then I'll align it to the center of the screen. The font I'm using here is Heavy Task and the color I've chosen is FF0646. Alright, so now the next step is to add effects. So we'll go into the effects panel and search for a roughen edge. This will be our first effect which will apply to our text layer. Okay. Now we are going to add keyframes. So we'll move this indicator over to the 15th frame and then I'll add keyframe to the border. I'll change this to 300 and then I'll move the indicator over to 1.15 seconds. Okay, so then I'll change the value to 0. So we'll get this very beautiful animation like so. Okay, so like so. Now the next step is to duplicate our text layer. So I'll be duplicating our text layer by pressing Ctrl D. Now the next effect we are going to add is CC light burst. Now this effect we are going to apply to our duplicated text layer like so. Now bring this text layer below our original text layer and then go into the character and change the color to black. Okay, so the next step now is to select the CC light burst and then what we can do is we can use this handle to move this up like so. Okay, we can shift it slightly to this side. And now we'll just make this slightly transparent. To do that, we'll select our second, that is duplicated text layer, and press T, which will bring up our opacity. Now I'll change the opacity from 100 to 30%. So it will give us a nice light bursts. Okay. Now the next step here is to add animation to the light burst. So we are going to animate this particular property. So I'll do it by moving the indicator. We'll keep the indicator at 1.15 seconds and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a keyframe here. Okay. Then I'll move this indicator over to 2 seconds and then I'll change the value from 404 to 1464. So you can see the handle is shifted over to the right. So we have this beautiful effect. So I'll just play it out for you like so. Okay, now the next step is to add a shape layer. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to select the rectangle tool and make sure the fill is set to none. You can do that by clicking here and selecting the none, hitting OK, and make sure the stroke is enabled with a black color and the stroke width is 100 pixels. Okay, once you have made sure, can now draw this particular rectangle, and now you are going to use the rotation tool to make it slightly inclined, like so. Okay, so once we are done with this, now we are going to add animation to this. So we'll click on the shape layer, press P, which will bring up the position. Make sure the anchor is to the center. To do that, what we are going to do is we are going to press Ctrl and double click on pan behind, like so. So now your anchor is at the center. Okay, so now the next step is to animate our rectangle. Now to do that, what we are going to do is we are going to bring the indicator over the 2-second mark, and then we are going to add a keyframe to the position, like so. Then we'll move the indicator over to the 4-second mark, and then we'll add another keyframe. Okay, now once we have added the keyframe, what we are going to do, we are going to press this arrow to go to the previous keyframe, and then we are going to move this rectangle out of the screen. Now go to the next keyframe and move this rectangle like so. Okay, so now we have this animation. Now the next step is to add one effect, which is transform. Now drag this and drop it onto our shape layer, and then we're going to increase the scale from 100 to 150. Okay, now the final step is to turn on the adjustment layer just below this, in front of the shape layer. Just click on this box, so it will turn off this rectangle and it will scale up our text like so. Okay, so now let us look at the final animation. There we go. So guys, we are done with our animation. Hope you liked this animation. If you did like the animation, please click on the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Until the next video, have a good day.